What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Goku World Talks Tuesday, and guess what? The month is almost over. That means for March, we need a new challenge. Okay, so for the month of February, we have been doing the plank challenge. I know I was doing it pretty good up until the 15th day. And once I reached that 15th day and I had to do 5 1-minute planks, they just weren't fun for me anymore. So I kind of have been doing them kind of sporadically. But you know what? The planks just weren't the most enjoyable thing for me to do. And there are a lot of other core movements that we can learn and do to strengthen our core. So for the month of March, we are going to do a squat challenge. The squats are a great workout for you to do. Again, it works out your core, it works out your quads, it works out just about everything. It's a total body movement that will get you stronger and stronger. And like I said, most runners are quad dominant. So in order to strengthen other muscles of your posterior chain, the squat is a great movement to do just that. So what we're gonna do is do a full range of motion squat. I know you might be saying, you know, sprinters, they don't do a full range of motion squat because runners don't really need to go all the way down. But you know what? Just strengthen the whole muscle because you want to become a stronger person, stronger runner, and you're not going to get big. These are just going to be body squats that I'm going to introduce you to today. And body squats are a great movement to do. There are a few issues that arise because runners are so quad dominant. And I know when I first started doing squats, I had these issues too. And we'll talk about that once I start showing you how to do the squat movement. So let's go ahead and learn the movement. So the first thing that we want to think about when doing the air squats is our foot placement. We want to have it about shoulder width apart and toes pointed out. It may be different for you whenever you start learning the movement a little bit more and getting more used to the movement. And you may find out that you need a wider or a more narrow stance. But for right now, let's start with shoulder width apart and your toes pointed outwards. So for the air squat, what you want to do is get as low as possible with your heels secured firmly onto the ground. You don't want to have any kind of heel lift or your back bending too much. So right here, what I'm thinking about when I'm squatting is to keep my chest up as much as possible and keep my feet firmly planted on the ground, and also to get as low as possible. Right here, you can see that my hip crease is about parallel to below parallel to my knees. So that's really where you want to have to get full range of movement. So you can see here, my feet are firmly planted on the ground and I'm squatting to the depth of parallel to about below parallel to my knees. So one of the common mistakes that I see a lot of runners, especially quad dominant runners, do, and I had this issue when I first started, was a heel lift. The heel lift is due to some weakness in your posterior chain. So many runners will have a heel lift. You just have to work on this to try to keep your heels firmly planted on the ground in order to get the movement correct. Another thing that I see a lot of runners do is bending at the waist. So right here you can see that my chest is almost parallel to the ground. I see a lot of runners try to do this to try to get low, but this is not the movement. This is almost a good morning type of movement, and you don't want to do that. We are doing the air squat. So as you can see right here, when I do it correctly, there's a big difference. Basically, you can see that my hands are almost parallel too. So a good cue is to keep your hands parallel to the floor and make sure your chest is upright as possible. And if these are too hard for you, some people may have troubles doing squat, you can start by doing a simple chair squat. Just simply get a chair or something that is about chair height and stand up and sit back down. Stand up and sit back down. All right, so that is the air squats. Let's talk about what the challenge will be for the month of March. For a lot of these challenges that you see on Facebook or Instagram, you see them work out with a really small amount at the beginning, and then you do something kind of crazy like 250, 300 squats at the end. But for this challenge, we're gonna start off with just doing 5 sets of 10 for the first 10 days, 8 sets of 10 for the next 10 days, and then 10 sets of 10 for the last 10 days. And then for that last day, on March 31st, we're gonna do as many squats as possible to see how much we can do at one time, just for fun. So yeah, I don't want you guys to hate doing the squats. So this is gonna be a good amount of squats without making you hate the squat movement. Just try to know the cues I told you before and make sure you do the squat correctly. And let's get this challenge done, and let's do it for 31 days. All right, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you guys in the next one. Peace out. Alright, just gotta do this plank for 1 minute or 5 times. Planks aren't fun. Never liked them. Still don't like them. Don't like them right now.